What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Pumaplow. Welcome to a Minecraft video. I know this is very, very strange to be Minecraft in a video form like this on YouTube. However, with stuff going on in my area and just worldwide right now, obviously you guys can get what I'm talking about. The internet is very, very brutal, and my internet here at the house has been just awful. Here, pardon me. Let me take my head off. Sorry. The internet has been just absolutely awful here in my area. My house is awful. My buddy's house is awful. My brother's house is awful. It's like everybody I talk to has awful internet right now. So I can't stream. It's Wednesday night. It's 9 o'clock for me right now. I've been procrastinating tonight quite a bit, but I was supposed to stream Minecraft tonight, Wednesday night. So I still wanted to like do something in Minecraft and have a video out on YouTube, basically. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be building the shulker farm. Yes, I'm in creative mode in both of my accounts. Well, one could be spectator, but it is camera, or, you know, it is creative. The other one is in creative. I know this is not something you would normally see in a quote vanilla survival server. However, we're doing things a little different here. So we are in vanilla. We're in survival. Well, everybody else in the server is in survival. Okay. And I am obviously not. I'm in creative right now because there's two things. If you look in my inventory here, there's two things I have to have. I have to have a spawner and I have to have a spawn egg. I have to have those two things there. So basically, that's not where I wanted to put that. There we go. Basically, I have to have a spawner and I have to have a spawn egg to make this thing happen. So, you know, it is what it is, you know? So it's not something that I want to do necessarily in creative. Now, outside of the spawn egg and the spawner itself, you can completely build this thing outside of those two parts in survival. So I want to be very clear there. You can build most of this in survival, just not all of this. So instead of doing it in survival, and I don't know, I felt like doing it in creative. You know, it's pretty much everybody that, or not everybody, but most people that play in the server said, yeah, go ahead and do it in creative just to get it done. So first things first, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to build a 9x9. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to fill that in for right now. These are temporary blocks, but that's okay. Shout out to Wire, who plays on the server, for the color scheme for this one. This is going to be the same farm that I've built many times before, but I am going to be making the improvements that I came up with in the last server, which I don't have a video of that on my channel. So I figured, hey, why not just do this in video form? So 9x9 first, we're going to go all the way around that with half slabs. And I'm probably, when I get to the real monotonous parts, I'm going to high speed, basically, some of this building, and I'm going to move the other camera around a little bit too, so you guys can see stuff from a third person perspective as we're working here, as I'm working. I am the only one working on this project because it is in creative mode. So there's that. All right, so at this point we actually need to decide which side is going to be kind of the entrance exit. It makes sense to me to make it towards our farm island here, so we're going to actually go back and knock all these out. Not a big deal since I am in creative. Then we're going to go through and knock out pretty much every, skip to that one there. And then this one here, there we go. Something like that. It doesn't have to be precise. You know, you just need to put some powered rail in here, in a moment. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to put some powered rail on and a few hoppers, and then we'll explain what I did in a second. All right. So the hoppers, the powered rail is now in. You guys can see the hoppers are pointing across and across into the center one there. No big deal. There's going to be a minecart running around this thingamabob right here. And then we're going to come in and bomb full blocks on top of the rail. All right, so now the next part we're going to do here is kind of the killing chamber in a way. This is where the shulkers will be sitting, is actually on top of the blue, and then sometimes the shells will fall down here. I don't know what they're getting into over there, by the way. Trucker Chick and Farming have been just getting murdered. It's kind of amusing. So we're going to run these quartz half slabs around. I went with quartz because why not? It's a cool block to build with. It looks really good with the white. I really like the white and the blue combination. They look really good. Then below that is going to be a line of hoppers going all the way right round. Because of course you can pull through the half slab with the hopper. Now, up until this point, everything that I'm doing is still the same as I've always done on this farm. We've had shulker farms in almost a whole bunch of our Minecraft servers. Not all of them, but almost all of them. We've had them. So yeah. Now in the last server, I actually had some hoppers that I goofed when I put in. So I'm going to run around real fast and just make sure that they're all good. Looking at myself from the camera above looks really strange. So that's that. Now we'll get to the next part here in 2 seconds. All right. So a step that I kind of missed was to power the rail. Obviously we need to power the rail. So we'll go ahead and put levers in the bottom. If you put them on the sides, it's going to mess up your hoppers, of course. And we don't want to do that, right? That would just be silly. And we will get to the button step later. Lots and lots of buttons on this bad boy to keep them from spawning. Then we can work on the inside wall. The inside wall is going to be up here. That block down there doesn't need to be there. This wall will need to go all the way around, and it needs to be 3 blocks tall all the way around in here. So yeah, let's do that. All right, guys, now the next step is full blocks. Oh, no, off of the half slabs all the way around. So then this kind of contains our killing / collection area for the shulkers. Now, this farm is very interesting because you can choose if you want to come up here with, say, a looting 3 sword, and obviously you will get more. However, what I like to do is just not do that. And what I did in the last server, which I will show you guys momentarily, but first we're going to put these quartz half slabs all the way around here as well. Quartz half slabs, 2 layers. This is where we're going to be walking. And actually, here momentarily is when I start doing my own modifications that I came up with in the last server. So we will show that here momentarily. This is not my design overall. I think it came from Enclosure. I don't remember. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I think it was an Enclosure server back in the day, but I do not actually remember offhand. So there's 1 layer. We need a second one all the way around. Just saying, all the way around. This is kind of your walking platform, for lack of a better term. Now, this, like I said, here in a moment, this is where it changes to, you know, things that other people like, the other design, the actual design for this thing, the thing that I've been building for years. But up until the last server, I'm telling you, this is pretty nifty. It's not very like super efficient, but it does work. So we'll get to that in a second. All right. So the next step in this thing actually is to basically put a full block and a full block and make a wall like several blocks tall, about like that. 4 blocks, 3.5 really with that. But basically what that would mean is this is the way that it's supposed to, quote unquote, be built. And usually what I would do is stand in the corner and just have them kill each other. Now the problem with that I realized in the last server was, well, what if they spawn over here? If they can't see my player on the other side, they won't play peekaboo and they won't fight each other. So what I have actually come up with here is a very interesting thing, in my opinion. I'm sure I may not even be the first one to come up with this. Now, I'm going to kind of be building from memory here because I don't have that last world anymore. So bear with me. So let's actually do this part first. We'll do this part first. Just saying, kind of contain this is containment basically for the shulkers is what this comes down to. So we'll finish this up first and then we'll get to the add-ons that I've come up with. I hope somebody sleeps because I don't like playing in the dark. It's scary. Sure, somebody will. They're all working on stuff right now on the server. So probably going to go film another video here tonight over there. Maybe we'll see how long this takes me. We will have to wait and see. And then we're going to put, you know what? We should put white glass in there, not the white glass. I'm trying to go with the theme of white and, you know, trying to go with that theme here. The white and blue, which I think looks really good actually. So we're going to put all that up in here. Okay, and we'll have to get our snow in here later because I don't remember. I think it's 5 layers of snow, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Plus, we'll have to get inside there yet to put some buttons in, I believe. It could be. I think we will. I think we close this off, actually. I'm not totally sure on that, though, so I think we do. You know what? I'm going to wait because I am actually watching my old video over here to kind of remember how to make this thing. I won't even lie. So there's that. I'm just saying I'm definitely watching my old video over here. Just saying. All right, so let me get caught up in the video and we'll plow on here in a second. All right, guys, so actually strike this from the record. It is not this top row. We do not put this in. We do not put this in. This is glass, apparently. So it's been a while since I've built this thing, I'll fully admit. And yeah, so we're going to change that. And then I'm going to show you guys here what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go all the way around, fix the glass, and then put in 5 snow. It may not even be 5. I'm not sure. That's what it is in the video. So that's what I'm going to go with. Anyway, we'll get to it. I'll get to it. You know what I mean. All right, guys, we got that all fixed. I think I'm going to add the roof in a little bit, but the first thing I'm going to do is start building out my changes to this bad boy, which would be come out. I don't really remember how many blocks I went out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably okay. We may not need all of that. So we're going to do my changes to this bad boy. It's quite something, let me tell you. All right, guys, I know this looks very strange, but this is part of my addition to this bad boy, is putting a giant border around it. And yes, this is my system that I've come up with. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to come in here and put up some walls in strategic locations, because what we're actually going to be doing here, guys, is making basically a little bit of a slip and slide. Okay, so like I was saying before, the shulkers will spawn and they will immediately teleport to the kill chamber in there, but they will not man, words are escaping me right now. They will not shoot at you if they cannot see you. So if you're standing, say, on this corner right here where there's normally walls, you'll get those guys over there and those guys over there. But there's 2 more sides, and you can see on the top-down view right now, there's 2 more sides that they can't see me, right? And it just doesn't work. So in order for them to see us, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be riding around in a water stream. No joke. I'm not lying. We're going to be riding around in a water stream. So I added 5 blocks around, and it looks like, yes, I do need all 5 blocks. I wasn't sure. This part here, to be honest, guys, I'm working completely off of memory. I have built this one time, and that was in our past server. So we're going to be making some water slides. Okay, now there is one major flaw with this system. Minecraft thinks you're moving. Okay, now I haven't actually worked this one out, how to address this, but Minecraft is like, hey, John, you're moving around. Whoa, hello, I forgot I wasn't flying. They're like, hey, John, you're moving around right now. You need to stop moving around, you see, because you're moving around, so you're going to get hungry. Okay, so eventually with this system, you will die. Okay, the character will die with this system, which obviously is not the best situation, but it's okay because it doesn't happen that often. You know, I can AFK basically overnight and I will die. Obviously you only die one time. And I will probably use I don't really care which account I use, as long as you are prepared and, you know, put your stuff away, let's say in a chest that we can put up here, or, you know, maybe before I come up here, get in, put my stuff in the ender chest. For right now, I am going to use my cam account up here to do the AFKing because I want to, and I don't have what's you doodle right now. We don't have elytras right now, so we've only been on this server not even a week yet. So, and to be honest, I hardly recognize it anymore. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We have beacons in our mine, and that I helped build, but like there's other stuff over there you can't see that's just absolutely insane. So anyway, so now what we're going to be doing, guys, let's say we go right here, and first things first, we need some signs, which I always forget where signs are at. Signs, and yes, I know I could search for them. I don't want to. I want to go with the dark sign. I don't know why, but I want to go with that. So we put water here, right? We'll put a sign right here. So this water is going to carry us along this way, right? Seems pretty legit. So unfortunately, we're going to have to put a sign like here. So we're not quite going to be able to do this 100%. The other thing we're actually going to need, and I had forgotten about, is we are going to need some, not regular ice, but some, you know what? We're in creative, so let's just go for blue ice. Okay. We're going to need a little bit of blue ice. We'll put 2 in here. We'll put 2 in, and then boom, like that. And I think that should, maybe this works. I don't remember. Okay, so see, this will not actually work. This will not work. So that brings us to our next problem. So what we're going to have to do is reorganize our inventory here real fast. But what we're going to have to do is actually build some blocks up right here. And we're going to have to put blocks, is it like that? So that we can put a water source right here. Okay, so that is going to carry us along. And we'll get picked up by the next water source around the corner. So occasionally we are going to have spots where they can't see us, but for the most part, we're moving right along. They're going to be able to see us, you know? We'll replace with 2 ice. Actually, this one could be over farther just because it doesn't need to be there, you know? So if we put block there, block there, block there, block there, and we put a sign here, and where was it? A sign there? Does that work? I've forgotten what I did already. That works. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll flow along. They can see me. They can see me for part of that still. We go into this one. And obviously there's a little bit of a lag here, and you start to, you know, go through your bars, but your bubbles, I mean, but not a big deal. All right, guys, we've got all the water in, and as you guys can see, my character swimming around. It actually does work. I know it's weird. I know the shulkers will not be able to see me at all times. However, because I'm moving around them, once you get them fighting, they'll just keep rolling at each other and they're good to go. Now, I know at times I move quite slowly on this whole system. It might help if I had ice underneath my feet the whole way, but it's not necessary. I don't want to, you know, set a land speed record here, you know? It's fine. I will keep moving all the way around here, and it's good to go. I tried to double up the blocks where I could. Obviously I couldn't everywhere, just because that's just the way it laid out, you know? So I know it's not a perfect system. I know it's really clunky. Words are hard. I know it's really clunky and it looks very strange. However, it works quite well. It makes this farm a lot more efficient to have all of this, the water streams and everything set around here. So now we're just going to work on closing this bad boy up just to keep phantoms. We don't want to let phantoms in here, obviously. And actually, we should be putting panes in here because glass is a spawnable surface, unfortunately, for the shulkers, or a teleportable surface. I don't know if spawnable is the right word, but they can teleport to it, the little buggers. So that's kind of unfortunate, to be honest. So now I'm just going to work on enclosing this whole thing, putting a roof on it, all that good stuff like that. Lighting will be an issue as well. So let's go ahead and get to the high speed of me just working Working away here, guys. Back to high speed mode right now. All right, guys, I've got the roof on, the walls on. It's completely enclosed except for a doorway, which a single doorway is fine. I just don't want phantoms flying in here if you're AFK for a while. So now comes the daunting task. I need buttons, and I need a lot of buttons. I don't actually know how many, obviously, because I'm in creative mode, so I can just spam every full block on the outside and inside of this thing that doesn't have a sign or water or a piece of glass, like a glass pane on it, has to be covered in or by a button. So it actually takes this build from looking pretty okay, in my opinion. This is not a bad looking build. It's a little weird because it's not even on the corners and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. After all, you guys know who you're dealing with here. So button spam, I think is what they call this. It's a thing. Oh boy. Everything must be covered in buttons, guys. I'm gonna work on that. All right, guys, all the buttons are in. That took quite a bit of time, and now it is time to remove this temporary floor in the center, which is right in here, all this blue. We can remove the temporary floor. I forgot to mention it earlier that was temporary. Actually, all of the buttons have not been placed. Now that I'm removing this, I need to put in a couple more buttons here and there and yonder, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So we need to get a minecart with a hopper in it, spinning around the old track here, which let's grab that. Yes, I'm, you know, cheating it all in. Why not, right? Actually, I will need that glass again in a second. So let me go grab a pane of that somewhere. I need actual glass. There it is. There we go. That was way too much drama. Way too much drama for that, but that's okay. All right, so we need to get this going here. So if we just carefully place that on there and tell it to go. Yeah. Yeah. Always the worst part. It's always the worst part. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put that back. We're going to put a regular rail on it. We're going to get a minecart with a furnace. Yes, I said minecart with a furnace. And then we're going to grab a piece of... Oh, where's it even at? Where would that be? I don't even know. Bucket of lava? Piece of coal. What I want. There we go. And now we can just simply break that cart out of there. That minecart's going to spin around forever. Well, until we're done with the server. That is. All right, so right on top of this block. Actually, let's go up one more. Just for funsies. Go into our inventory, grab our spawner and our spawn eggs. Boom, there's a spawner. I know it's a, you know, it's a pig spawner right now. I just lost my glass again, by the way. There is that. It is a pig spawner, I'm well aware. However, just give me a second here. Used to just put the glass around it and that seemed to fix it, but now almost like they changed stuff. So now we have to come in here and bomb the buttons on here as well, which is a very strange look. Not even gonna lie. Very strange. A little button with glass on it, you know, or glass with a button on it. All right, so now we're going to hit it with the shulker spawn, and that has worked. So we're gonna put this on here, and we're going to put some more buttons. Oh, you know what? We forgot to button this whole wall. Oh no. Forgot to button this whole wall here. Okay. There's so many buttons, guys. This is taking me quite a bit of time, so bear with me on this one, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I can just pull a sword out and start hacking them if I have to. They're not going to come at me because I am... Oh, apparently I missed down there too. So it's a good, you know, thing to kind of look over your farm after you've built it, and they'll tell you where you missed the buttons. They will. They are very kind, and they will tell you every space that you have missed. I'm just saying. I know I have the bottom. No. Do I need to do underneath here? I can't because that rail. Okay. I was like, do not remember. Alright, so we'll have to get our sword out and take care of him. And this guy up here, which I do have my actual, this is my actual diamond sword, so I want to make sure I don't get rid of that. See, they should spawn and then magically teleport. Is what should happen. Now, there, I got my first shell. Got my first shell, so that's good. Not that it matters. Not that it matters at all. Alright, come on. Cam. Okay. So now I'm basically gonna look around. Oh, wait, they can spawn there. How does that work? They're spawning on half slabs. How does that work? Can we put glass panes there? I guess we're gonna have to put glass there. I know that looks kind of weird, but what are you even spawning off of? You're spawning on the bottom of a... Oh my goodness. I swear that it wasn't this difficult before. But they will tell you every place that you have messed up on. They will definitely figure it out and find all the spots. Yeah, okay, I remember this kind of from the last server, and the glass should just take care of it. We're gonna have to do the bottoms as well, and the under over here too. Oh my goodness, it didn't used to be this way. I wonder when they changed. They had to have changed the shulker behavior. Anyway, I'm gonna address this situation, then we'll head inside and show you guys actually how the farm works. All right, so we are inside now, and as you can see, they're spawning just fine. They're not attacking me because I am in creative mode still. So what I need to do is kind of take anything that I got from creative mode and get rid of it. I don't have to, but I'm going to, just because, you know, it does feel kind of weird. Kind of weird to do this, you know, to have stuff. Like I said, that is my actual diamond sword. We're going to put that up, get rid of all this other stuff. I will be getting rid of the spawner and the egg. However, I'm not going to throw them on the ground. I just, you know, we'll let that despawn. I wouldn't want anybody else on the server. Not that there's that many people. I don't want anybody else on the server to pick up a spawner. I'm not even going to lie. So I'm going to put myself in here. And this was always my favorite corner in the past to stand. And then I'm going to put myself into survival. All right, y'all ready for this? I am now in survival, and as you can see, they are trying to kill me. They want to murder me. However, they cannot actually get to me. Just in case, I am going to put some food in my inventory, and I'm going to have my sword just in case. But as long as I did it all correctly, which it looks like I have, for once in my life, I did something right. They are all slowly going to kill each other. Now, technically, this is the This version of this farm was the quote non-AFKable. Obviously it's AFKable. Look at them. They're murdering each other. Now, we should be collecting shells, which we are at a pretty good clip. But you can see these guys over here. There's going to be guys over here that aren't really fighting until I come over here. They're not opened up because they can't see me. See? Now he can see me. So, hence the water stream. If we just simply ride around in said water stream, and actually I'm going to bring the other account in here in spectator. We can fly through and look at what's going on here. So here's our account over here, guys. He's just going to chill with his slime head. And as he moves around, you will notice that different shulkers will open up from time to time and try to eat his face. So now these guys right here are going at it, and hopefully they'll hit each other. The hope is they hit each other. So like these guys here on the corner, these two are going to fight now because they hit each other. So they're aggroed on each other. They're not so aggroed on me. Meanwhile, I'm over here floating around doing my thing. Like I said before, it's not the most efficient thing in the world. However, it does work. I don't have to look at them or anything like that. And why did I just get stuck in the corner? I should not have gotten stuck in a corner. Ah, that's not good. Okay, redesign, BRB. Minor fix. I have fixed the corner issue back there now, and hopefully we don't have any other issues. Obviously, it's good to test. You know, I can see I'm going quite slow there, but that's okay. You can hear I'm going absolutely berserk. The shulkers want to eat my face, and obviously they cannot, so they're getting very angry and killing each other instead, which is awesome. So we shouldn't have any other problems on corners. At least I hope not. Obviously we are in testing phase right now, guys. This is testing phase, but you can see I'm way over there and these guys over here are still fighting, which is awesome. Now granted, like right here, you can see there's two on this right side here that are not fighting each other, but at least they will here momentarily, because here I should be coming around. Yeah, I'm in this corner here now, so I'm slowly moving around. I know this is a very strange looking thing, but it works. This contraption actually does work. That's the amazing part. That's the cool thing to me. It works, and it works quite well actually as well. So there is that. So having said that, I don't know how many per hour this thing will actually make or anything like that. I don't know those numbers. I mean, I could figure it out. We're already at 31. We're not doing bad considering we've only been running for a couple minutes. All right, guys, a minute ago I was saying that you know, it's been doing pretty well here for the past couple minutes. We've been doing okay. I've been flying around just kind of watching everything, making sure we're not having any issues. Seems like everything's good. I have had a couple issues in corners. This corner right here, I had to add some water, change some water, and so far testing is going quite well. As you guys can see on the actual account down there, I say down there because it's on my bottom monitor, my other one's on top monitor. I've used a lollipop and a half, just kind of going around. Now keep in mind this server's on hard, not hardcore, but definitely hard mode. So we're gonna burn through the food pretty fast. If you guys have a solution for that, please let me know in the comments. I don't know how I could address that. Maybe a potion of like insta health, occasionally have it shoot at them or something. I've added some end rods in here just to brighten it up a little bit. It seemed a little dark in spots. I added a few end rods. I think they look cool anyway. I should probably add them up, go up to the ceiling with them, you know, put another one upside down. Anyway, I think they're fine for right now. And let's check our haul so far, guys. So far we're at a stack in 20, and it's been maybe 7 or 8 minutes. Honestly, tops. It's been 7 or 8 minutes. I have not killed any of them manually. Just been letting the guy float around here in the water, and it makes this farm so much more efficient. So you really don't have to run it very often. I'm just saying, you don't have to run this farm very often. So with that being said, guys, that is the shulker farm. I know there's no point in building this farm. I know it's kind of ugly. It's kind of an eyesore in the sky. Maybe need to put some lighting on the bottom of it because it's ugly with the ice. I know it's not a pretty build. I'm not about pretty builds, guys. I'm about functional builds. Okay. I know it leaves a weird shadow on the ground, but we can fix that too. So it's all good. Having said that, guys, let me know if you want to see more of this kind of random Minecraft video here for the next little while. I have a feeling the internet's just going to be crud with everything going on in the world. Everybody's using the internet, so this might be my only option for a little bit instead of streaming. Might have to do the same thing with PV. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know But what I do know is I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for that. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, the toodles.